Hi everybody, it's Kathy here from Kathy Loves to Scrap, and today it is Thursday, so that means it's keeping it simple sometimes. And today's layout, we're doing a very simple layout with two photos, two tags and a little banner. So I have gone through my paper stash and I've chosen two complementary pieces of paper. I've got some scraps that I'm going to use. I have my two photos. These are of my mum and my daughter. I've got the title from a page which we will fussy cut out. I've got a little tag that we'll do our journaling on, and these strips here which we will tie into the layout. Now, this is a very, very simple layout and it's quite easy. Alright, it's a little bit different this time. I do have a cardstock, but we're not using it for the frame. We're actually going to use this dot paper as our frame. So what we're going to do is we're going to trim off the branding strip, nice and easy. And once that's done, I'm going to cut my 1-inch frame out of this dot paper. Now this paper is a really old brand of paper. It's no longer on the market, but I like the coordinating colours in it for this layout. It matches the colours of the room, pardon me, of my mum's and my daughter's cabin on board the Queen Elizabeth when they went on their cruise earlier this year. So I'm just cutting out this middle because I need it to make my tags and my banner from it. And it is 1 inch all the way around, and that allows a base to be nice and solid on it. So that's one part of it done. The next part, I'm using this flower paper, and the camera actually doesn't like it, I don't think, because it has trouble focusing. So I am apologising in advance, because you'll see the camera trying to refocus, and I think it's the dots in the flowers that is causing it a little bit of a concern there. So what I've done for this one is a little bit different. I'm actually taking 1-inch strips off both sides, top and side, and that's so that when I put my base down, it's going to go down in the center of this frame and then still allow you to see the dots of that frame in the background. So you can see that that's come out nicely there. And see how my camera is not being very happy with this paper. All right, so I put down my expressor tape and I'm doing one at a time. As you saw at the very beginning there, I've had to lift it a couple of times because it didn't land properly on the page. I've now cut out, the red one is a branding strip. The green dotted one is a 1/2-inch strip of a piece of scrap. Always keep your scraps, you never know when you're going to use them. I also cut out a fishtail and an arrow point on the ends of those. For the tags, I cut out a 2.5-inch strip piece, which I then did my cut to get the tags, and I've added in the eyelet holes so that my tags look like luggage tags. I'm mounting the photos on the navy blue cardstock so that they're lifting off that background. And that's a quick, simple way of making your photo stand out. So I have gone and put those down. To lift the tags a little bit more, I did ink them with some candied apple oxide, and I added some string to those tag holes because the tag should be dressed, not bare. I am now putting down the banners, and it's really very easy. There's only 3 triangles there, as you can see, and I inked the edges of them with the candied apple to lift them off the page. For the total, I'm keeping it nice and flat, and I'm just fussy cut around it, and then I'm adhering it with tape. On the journaling tag, I'm using red because it ties in with the colours, and I'm just writing that they were relaxing in their cabin upon arrival, and that's always exciting on a cruise, going in and seeing where you're going to be staying for the next few days as you're home. Using foam tape, I pop that up and I put it there in the corner. To finish off the layout, I'm just going to use some faux stitching around the edge in the blue, and that brings that border into relief, and it also lifts that background up for you. I'm using some Nuvo drops here on the banner just to lift it and seal it, and then I also put in my 3 sets of 3, which set up the visual triangle for your eye, and that follows it around the photos, and then you've got that triangle for you to see and look at the layout. And that's basically our layout this week. Very simple, very easy, and it's quick, effective, and it all comes down to your paper. And that's the key to a simple layout. Choose effective papers, and then your layout will look more detailed than it actually is. And as you saw, this one came together really very easily. So I have tags, I have a banner, I have 2 strips in it, and it's only come from 2 pieces of paper and some scrap. So you too can create this. It's nice and easy, as you see there. Very, very simple. Keeping it simple sometimes makes it easy. It gets our layouts done. It gets them into the albums, and a little bit of Nuvo Drops adds that little bit of sparkle that is needed for a layout. Remember, I'm Kathy from Kathy Loves to Scrap, and I'm coming to you from down under. If you like Thursdays and keeping it simple, give it a thumbs up. It lets YouTube know that you want to know. Subscribe and hit that bell, and you'll get your notification when the next one comes up. Leave me a comment. I promise I'll get back to you. And remember, you can always find me under my name tag, Kathy Loves to Scrap, even on Instagram, where all my layouts end up, those without videos as well. Thanks for watching. Hope something inspired. Happy scrapping until next time.